What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Don Jaye. Today, I'm joined with a special guest today. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Anastasia.
Anastasia. Now, how familiar are you with like red pill type of content?
I am pretty new to it, so this is the first.
This is the first. So, do you have an idea about the overall gist of what it means?
The red pill?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the Matrix?
Oh, yeah, that's where it comes from.
Okay.
But here we're talking about just the true nature of dating. The true nature of men, the true nature of women, and how it pertains to dating.
Okay.
All right?
Deal.
So today we're watching This Is What Average Looks Like. Now, before we even get started on this video, what does average mean to you?
Basic.
Okay.
Bare minimum.
Okay. Basic,
Plain
bare minimum.
Jane.
Could you give me a description, a guy that's average and a girl that's average?
A guy that's average would just be a guy that's just like getting by.
Okay.
That's like grazing the surface.
Okay.
Like that. A girl, pretty much the same. I would say, like, she doesn't have like goals or ambitious. I would do both men and women like that. Okay. That's like average to me.
Okay.
You gotta go above and beyond to stand out.
Okay, so does looks play a factor in that equation that you?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So give me a picture. Give me a picture for.
I feel like an average guy is just like a. Well, that kind of sucks though to say that.
Exactly. Let's talk about it.
If you're like an average guy, because a lot of wealthy men don't dress like they're wealthy.
True.
They wear plain things, so they may look average to the next person like walking down the street, but that man might be like a millionaire, and you never know. So the same could be with a woman, but I do say with women, we tend to like to look the part. Okay. Like we like to keep our hair done, nails done.
I would agree.
Makeup done. So I mean, like, that's not average, but well, damn, I don't know then. I guess it's more towards men. As a woman, men can look average and they might not be average. But as being a male looking at a woman, you couldn't tell if the woman had anything going for herself because she's always going to dress the part. Okay. You know what I mean? Got you.
So you're saying for women, it's harder to distinguish the average from the not average because they're always going to be so dolled up.
Yes.
So everything.
Yes.
Okay. Versus the guy may be dressed down actually, and he might be like kind of like disguising himself.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
I can rock with that.
Yeah.
I can rock
see?
with that.
Okay. Oh Lord, this guy.
This guy.
I consider myself like average, like a 4. So honestly, how would you even know if you think all of y'all kind of look nice?
What do you mean? How would you know if you're the pretty one in your group if all of you guys look nice?
Yeah.
But you just said
that's so serious.
You said you rank yourself where?
I consider myself to be a 4.
Okay, and is that average, above average, or below average?
Average.
Okay. Okay, if 4 is...
I mean, obviously you can judge for yourself.
If average is... If 4 is average, and what's above average?
Like 6 and 7s.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
I live in Tallahassee, Florida, so I don't... Florida's weird.
Well, no, Tallahassee is still in the United States, so there's no way a 4 is average, man. A 5 would be right in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but before he continues, I already had some questions.
What's up?
What is average for you? Is a 5? I saw you shaking your head. Is that average for you?
That's like the bare minimum. Like you're just you're like right there. Like if you're a 5 and you fix yourself up, you can always elevate. You can be like a cool
6 or 7. Gotcha.
You know? But if you look like you just rolled out of bed, you can make that 5 to like a 3. So it really just depends on how you present yourself. Like you could be like kind of like bummy. Like you might wake up one day and just throw on like some sweats, maybe rock a hat, like to keep it casual while you're running errands. And then like 5 minutes later, like you get home, you change.
Then you get okay. So you're saying you can boost your score based on how you carry yourself.
Yes.
Okay, got you. So then my second follow-up question, because I saw you shaking your head when she rated herself a 4. What would you rate yourself?
I'm a 10.
Okay. All right.
I'm just a confident person. Like, I may have my days where I may be like a 7 or an 8, but I always like to look good no matter what. So I always give myself a 10. I mean, women are beautiful. There are ranges of what do you say?
I'm not saying. The ranges, okay.
There are
Gotcha.
ranges.
Okay.
So I may consider myself a 10. You may not think I'm a 10, but it's really what I think. So if you're confident enough in what you
okay, hold on. I gotta push back on that. Is it really what you think?
It is what I think. Also, it's the attention that I get.
Okay. Now, the second part of that I would agree with, but the first part I would disagree with. Because when we talk about ratings, we're talking about your value in the sexual market value place. Somebody hitting you up. Somebody like, where you at? So we were talking about ratings in the sexual market value. So it's crazy to rate yourself a 10 if everyone else don't agree that you a 10.
Okay, yes but no.
Okay.
Okay, I do agree with you. I do agree with you on that because everyone has their own opinion of what beauty is to them or what qualifies as someone who's beautiful or handsome. Okay. So me thinking that I'm a 10, I just feel that way because I've always been that way. Like I've always felt confident. I've always made myself look away. Okay. So, but then again, that goes back to the part of getting the attention. Yeah. Like that's what I said. Yeah. Yeah. So if I was wearing like a hat and some bummy clothes, men still might look at me, but they wouldn't look at me like, damn. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Gotcha. And then when I'm dressed up, they're like, oh, you're not the same
person. You're not even the same person. Yeah. Okay.
The catfish way.
And then one more pushback. Do you think men being men or thirsty or chasing after you may be boosting your value more than what it should be? And not just you personally, just you as a woman in general.
As a woman?
Yeah, women in general. Because that's what I feel like.
I mean, yeah, men can, if you're getting attention from multiple men, that will kind of like boost a woman's ego or whatever. But you can get attention from a million men, but if they don't value you or show like complete interest in you, men can be dogs. Like they 100%. Might just piss on everything because it's available to them. But if they're not really like dedicating time to get to know you, regardless of how you look, then what's the reason? Like they can like anything.
Got you.
So sometimes
I like that perspective.
Sometimes it's cool to get the attention, and then it's like when you see what else they're giving their attention to, you're
it kind of devalues their attention.
Like ew, you can't like that in me at the same time because I don't find that. You know what I'm like? Gotcha. No, there's no way.
Yeah. Okay. I like that perspective. Okay.
So 10 is 5, right?
Yes, sir.
So how can 4, which is less than 5, be average?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I am. Like, I listen to your show a lot, and I feel like I fall in line with that. I'm not sure.
You fall in line with what?
I feel like I fall in line more with the 4 or 5. Okay. Because clearly I'm nothing like Beyonce and Rihanna and all of that.
But your question was, how do you know who's the pretty one in your group when you feel like you all look? Or something like that, right?
I feel like we're all average. Yeah.
Okay, well, why would there be a pretty one if you're all average?
Well, I mean, it's like, you know how you were saying, like how, with your pretty friend, they're the ones who get you in the VIP. They're the ones who get you all the free drinks and, all that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, I thought you was going to speak.
I'm listening. I'm talking to you.
Okay. So because of that, I was like, well, that's me, but how do,
Oh, you get everybody in the VIP?
Tallahassee, so
you get people in the VIP and free drinks?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't. Tallahassee. What school is in Tallahassee? Florida? University of Florida?
I wish. Go Gators. No, it's Florida State, and it's FAMU.
All right. So are you from Tallahassee?
No, I'm from Dothan, Alabama.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay. This brings up a good question. Real quick. No, so you told me earlier that you worked in the nightlife.
I do.
Okay, so in the nightlife, what are the girls' attention? Well, I'm sorry. Where are the girls' attention going for the guys, and where are the guys' attention going for the girls?
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, what type of guy is way above average and getting all the attention from the women versus what type of girl is above average and is getting all the attention from the men?
Okay. From a female perspective, looking at a guy, it's the ones. Well, we live in Atlanta, so it's the scammers, the drug dealers, the ones that are lit. They got like their jewelry, they got the money, they got they're ordering all the bottles, they're dictating what goes on in their section, what girls can come in their section, and stuff like that. However, sometimes that can be very corny. Working in the nightlife, you see these type of things, and you kind of get like deterred from it because it's like y'all just sometimes be just letting anything in your section just to make it look like it's lit.
Okay. Now, so the follow-up question would be: would you rate those guys 9, 8s, 9s, and 10s?
Appearance-wise, look-wise, 8, 7, 8, something like that. But then sometimes when you actually get to know these people outside of them being in the club, they're like busters. They're lame. But it's like the women that are drawn to them boost their ego, going back to what we just talked earlier about. So I feel like it makes them feel like they're better than what they are.
Got you.
And the women that get into these sections, well, I'm not gonna lie, I've been a girl that has been in a nice little section, having fun, having a good time, got the drinks, the hookahs, whatever you want at your disposal because you look pretty. Okay,
question. Do these pretty girls, quote unquote, have a certain look?
Yes.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yes.
So what do they look like?
Well, being in Atlanta, it's a variety of looks. Like some are builder bodies.
Got you.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing because I have friends that have work done and they look great, like phenomenal. But there are some that look botched. They're not my friends, but I've seen them.
Got you.
And it's like they'll get really fixed up, they'll get their body done, and then they'll think that that's going to get them more ahead and value. But it's like sometimes those men don't even like that. They've got like a homebody at home that's chilling, but they're lusting after
picture
body.
Perfect. Yeah, I get it.
And as opposed to, why not just invest in your woman that you have?
Wait, hold on. We going to a different conversation. Wait, what?
Meaning, like, if you have a woman at home, okay, and she's pretty, like you love her, she's great, but you're on Instagram double tapping things that don't look like her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like liking that.
I'm following so far.
So it's like, if that's what you like, but you have me at home, why not? You can make your bitch the poppin' bitch. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, but also you thinking it from a perspective of a woman and not thinking it from a perspective of a man. We like variety. We don't want to just have chicken, but then have chicken baked and then have chicken fried. And we want chicken and beef. We want all the different things. So yes, we would. Yes, I agree that you should invest in your partner or even just in general the people around you.
It doesn't have to be the physical, but if you make your partner feel like they're untouchable, like if you keep them on a pedestal, you shouldn't have someone else come in and interfere to make it be like, you're inferior because I look better.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like that.
I got you. All right, let's get back to the video. We got a little off topic.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm 5'4".
Dress size?
I'm a 16.
All right. So, generally, the women I'm talking about, they can get into VIP in Los Angeles, in Miami, in New York City. You're saying you get into VIP in Tallahassee. Could you get into VIP in those cities, do you think?
I don't know. I never left the South.
Well, what do you think?
I think so, because, like I said, I'm not unattractive. I usually get hollered at all the time. But I don't know.
All right. Ma'am, do you think New York City, Miami, or LA are more expensive than Tallahassee?
Definitely the LA and New York. I really can't speak for Miami. I have some friends from down there.
Too. Okay, but so people likely also make more money there too. There's more money going through those places.
Yes.
So that means there are going to be more powerful men there.
Yes,
more
sir.
Beautiful women. So
yes, sir.
If you are thinking that in Tallahassee you would have the same amount of pull in LA or New York City, I'll tell you no.
Okay.
Because there's far more competition. And there has to be more competition. I mean, I don't know what kind of clubs you're talking about in Tallahassee either. But typically the women we're talking about are women who are 8s, 9s, and 10s, not 4s and 5s.
Yes, sir.
So is it that you're saying you're a 4 for the broadcast, or you really think you're a 4 in life?
I'm saying honestly, based on what I've heard from you, I just feel like maybe that's where I am.
What would you rank yourself though?
I mean, if I had to pick myself, I would say that I'm a 6, but I've seen girls call in that I thought was, decent, and
okay, before my broadcast.
Okay, before he goes deeper into the conversation.
Okay.
What if you took yourself out of Atlanta and you went to other places like he's insinuated, would you still have the same rating? Or would you still think that you could have the same pull in other places? Or do you think Atlanta or, locally in general are just boosting your value in a sense?
That's a good question. Honestly, I say yes. But the only reason I say yes is because I know how to talk to people.
Okay.
I know how to finesse my way into a place.
Okay.
You gotta just make people feel comfortable. Like you see the security outside. Hey, what's up? Like, what's, kind of talk to them. But I don't think LA.
Oh, okay.
For me, per se.
Got you.
Because LA is more superficial.
Yeah.
Shall you say?
They
more of the white women, the exotic looking girls, in the South. I mean, you have a variety of like shades of brown.
Got you.
You got some Latinas, stuff like that. So you can kind of finesse your way down here in the South, like Atlanta, Miami, maybe even Midwest, like Houston.
Okay, that's a great question. Then that brings up a great question. I'm sorry. How do you finesse your value, you personally? Like if you was to give, like on the other side of this camera, there's like 2% of the people that's watching as a woman. Okay. How would you finesse, what advice would you give to finesse their value to higher since you're like in the nightlife?
You gotta just be very confident.
Okay.
You gotta walk into that place like you've been there before. Okay. Like own it. When you walk up to the door, don't have your head down. Okay. Look the part, smell good,
I would agree on some of those, yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't necessarily think it's confidence that's the number one thing. I think obviously looks is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
It could be an unconfident woman. If she looks good, she still looks good to me personally. So me personally, I would say like get in the gym or make sure you're
the
fit.
Physical.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, yes. Looking the part is.
Hold on. So this brings up another question, real quick before I know y'all gonna hound me the comments. What do you think a woman's value in the sexual market value is versus a man's value? Because these scales are different. So when we're talking about scales, for a woman, I'm guessing, not even guessing, he's talking about attractiveness. Yeah. That's attractive. For men, it's not the same thing. It's about status, money, and power.
That is very true.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
I think that is true. I think like as a woman, your appearance is always everything. Okay. How you look, how you present yourself, how you carry yourself, how you take care of yourself. Okay. And as a man, women looking at men, they want a man that has status, has power, has money, because it looks good to like be seen with those type of people. Gotcha. But at the same time, those type of men have hella options. So what are you getting out of that? You know what I mean? Like, are you gonna be his woman, or you just down for the ride because it gets you into the clubs, or you get perks from hanging out with these type
lifestyle
of people? Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Let's jump right into it.
That's all.
Yes. What would you have thought?
Before I ever met you, I thought I was a 7, but you said that's not a thing, so that's why I have to say 6.
So if you weren't a 7, that would have made you what, an 8? Before you heard my broadcast.
Yeah, I would definitely call myself a 6 before I met you.
A 6? Or 7?
Yes, sir.
Actually, you just said a 7, but because I said
a 6, yes.
You see, that's a reason I don't.
Well, yeah, you said there's no such thing as a 7.
That's why I don't allow 7s, because it allows women to overrank themselves. 7s allow women to overrank themselves and not live in reality and push themselves higher than they are. Do you have any children?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at 37 years old, 5 foot what, 4?
5'4", yes.
5'4". And how much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
Damn.
Geez, last time I weighed myself?
Oh, this man is crazy.
I'm sorry, it's been a minute. So I think the last time I weighed myself, I was like 180. I'm National Guard, so I know we have to keep it at least that.
Not a dress size 16. You've never been
Yes,
180. Not a dress size 16. That 5'4".
Well, I was 16s and 12s, so it's like split digit.
Listen, okay, I need you to listen. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Women typically don't weigh themselves because they're not really happy.
You said what?
A 12 to a 16?
I don't know dress sizes, so I have no clue.
That's a range.
Oh, that's a big range, is what you're saying.
Range.
So what's this dress size? Really quick. What is like a 1 and 2, 3 dress size? Is that like something like super duper skinny type thing?
like a small petite frame.
Okay.
Like I would be like a 0 to 4, depending on how the clothes are made.
Okay.
That would be like an extra small.
Okay, so a 16 would be like extra large.
Yes.
Okay.
He was wrong for that. For
what? No, what? Tell me.
Okay, let's go back to the part where he said that he would never give a woman a 7 because that gives them a range to raise themselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But at the same time, who are you to tell a woman how she feels about herself? I feel like as men, I feel like sometimes you guys can be dicks.
True.
Meaning, like I said, I feel like I'm a 10, right? Mm-hmm. That's just how I feel.
Got you.
A man you could say, nah, I'll give you like a 6. Mm-hmm. You don't got this, you don't got that, you don't got that. Mm-hmm. But it's like you guys put so much emphasis on. I'm gonna say you guys because you're probably not that type of guy. But men put a lot of emphasis on appearance for women. And another woman could just be just as great, have the same type of personality, the same ambition, the same everything. Okay. But because she doesn't physically fit your idea of what beauty is, you degrade her with a lower rank. Right. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense, but here's the drawback. I don't think that beauty's in the eye of the beholder. If you were to gather literally 100, it could be 1,000, could be 1,000,000 dudes, and you put 10 girls' pictures, and you said rate these girls based off 1 to 10, it's gonna be pretty close. It's not gonna be a 1 that somebody else is gonna rate a 10, or it's not gonna be a 10 that someone else is gonna rate.
It's gonna kind of stay within that.
It's gonna kind of stay in a little range. Okay. So yes, men do put a very big emphasis on appearance, but also being feminine, also being cooperative. Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I do agree with you there, but that also makes women become very competitive with other women to look a certain way.
As it should, though.
Yes, it should.
Okay.
So it should, but it shouldn't. Okay. Meaning, you should always want to look your best regardless, no matter if you're trying to get attention from somebody or not. But at the same time, if I get my body done, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to kill him. I'm about to get this nigga.
Then someone else gonna want to get their body done.
Yes, and then it's like, it's just everybody does it, and instead of embracing what you have already. You get what I'm trying to say?
I know. I 100% get what
you. That's like men.
I 100% get what you're saying, but at the same time, this is I wouldn't call it. That's not really a game, but this is a marketplace.
Yeah.
So you have to be the best product that you can possibly be, as well as me as a man, be the best, have the best status, have the best money, etc., etc. So yes, true. That's just the way of the world.
So do you, as a man, feel like you're in competition with other men?
100%.
for the attention of a certain woman.
Not certain women.
Or a certain status or respect within. We live in Atlanta. We live in a very diverse, very. I'm not gonna say cutthroat city, but it's like if you're the best of the best, you got to be the best of the best. Yes. You can't half-ass anything.
See, me personally, I don't know about other guys, but me personally, I'm very competitive. So I love to be like the best, or say I'm the best at this or that, blah blah blah. So yes, so coming from me, I would say yes. I would say this is a competition. This is if I want that female right here, then there are certain attributes I need to have to even come step to this female if she's not accepting, lower dudes that don't make no money, that not in shape, that's fat, etc., etc. Just like it should be the opposite, I would guess. I'm guessing you have guys come to you left and right, and you're like, nah, not that one, nah, not this one.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And it depends on your personal preference, but that personal preference is something that most other women share, and that's what I'm saying.
You have a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
We out here.
All right.
What they see on the scale. Now, 12 or 16, looking at you look like you're in excess of 200 pounds.
Say it again.
You look like you are in excess of 200 pounds. And a dress size 16 at 5'4".
Yes, sir.
Would put you an approximation, and this is important because it's one thing to think you're one thing or another, but it's also.
I think we get the gist of the video.
Okay,
so,
yes.
Go ahead.
I have a comment for that part.
Yes.
Just this last little part. The lady is saying that she feels like she's like a 4.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. In Tallahassee, where she's saying that she's from, that might be suitable.
That might be true.
Small town.
Yeah.
Not too much going on. So that might be like, her 4 might be R8. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying.
So wait. Meaning, you need to. I don't even want to say date within your range.
I already know what you're about to say. I would.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you should date within your range.
You should obviously try to get someone over, but if you can't,
stay within your 4s and your 5s or whatever, and then maybe one day you might wake up and you might have that extra boost of confidence. You're like, oh, you know what? I'm about to get in the gym.
Okay.
Fuck being a 4. I'm about to be a 6.
Okay.
I'm about to elevate myself. But at the same time, you still need to date. You need to stay within your bracket.
I would agree.
To not be humiliated like this man just
is killing
just did her.
Yeah, I had a question, but now you made me forget it with this, because that was a great point that you brought up about staying in your lane, and I think that's his overall show though.
Yeah.
No matter how harsh it may sound, that's why he breaks it down in numbers and data to say what's your dress size, do you have kids, because all these little things, all these things matter.
Yeah, they do.
Like if you 8 but you have kids, that might boost you down to 7'6" to most people.
Because most men might not want to be somebody's stepdaddy. They want to
100%.
be, they want to know that
have their own family.
Yeah.
100%.
And most women want to do the same thing. They don't want to have. If I meet a guy and he's like, okay, I got 2 kids and it didn't work out with either of the baby mamas.
Gotcha.
I'm not about to be your 3rd baby mama.
Because you thinking it might not work out with me?
No.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be someone's wife. We're gonna have kids together.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be a baby mama. That's a red flag to me.
Okay.
And I feel like even as a man trying to date a woman with kids. As a man trying to date a woman with kids, would you want a woman that has like 4 or 5 kids?
I would date a woman with 1 kid.
See?
Okay. Yeah.
We're on the same page there. Okay.
All right. Well, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Instagram. That's Feisty Anna, FEISTYXANAA.
I'm gonna put that in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow her, the link will be in the description below. Join the Patreon army. I'm out. Peace. Oh.